Today is going to be really crazy. Deep beneath Europe lies a sunken continent. No one has ever seen it, and now it has resurfaced, bursting up to the surface from the Earth's core.
And make sure to stay tuned until the end. It's going to be really exciting today. A warm welcome, everyone.
How did you actually learn about the continents in school? How many are there anyway? Does America count as a continent? What about Antarctica? Is Australia a continent or Oceania? Let me know in the comments how you count the continents, and I can already give you a spoiler. There are even more continents deep beneath our feet. And so you're always the first to know about exciting discoveries like this. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now. It's free. You won't miss a single video and you'll be helping me out a lot.
And for those who have already subscribed, giving the video a thumbs up helps it tremendously. 5,000 likes is the magic threshold for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you, everyone. All right, let's start right at the very beginning. And when I say beginning, I really mean the very beginning.
About 240 million years ago, there was a continent we now call Greater Adria. It was about the size of Greenland, located somewhere between present-day Europe and Africa, and geologically speaking, it actually had everything a continent needs: landmass, rock. It was probably quite nice there. But then the tectonic plates began to shift, Greater Adria got caught between the fronts and was slowly pushed beneath the European plate. About 100 million years ago, the continent had finally sunk completely, or had it? For years, geologists have been reconstructing this sunken continent deep within the Earth, layer by layer, rock by rock, a massive puzzle deep beneath the Mediterranean region. And then two researchers from the Freiburg University of Mining and Technology made a discovery that caught the attention of the scientific community. Iskander Moldashu and Thorsten Nagel were studying a mountain range in southern Bulgaria, the so-called Rhodopes, up to 2,100 meters high, picturesque, and at first glance unremarkable. But what the geologists found in the rock was anything but unremarkable, because this rock tells a story that shouldn't actually be possible. Mineralogical analysis of the Rhodope rocks revealed that these stones hold an incredible story within them. Co-author Thorsten Nagel says mineralogical studies confirm that large parts of the Rhodopes were submerged to depths of up to 100 kilometers.
And this is not a trivial discovery. A depth of 100 kilometers means this is not an ordinary mountain range. This is material from the upper mantle of the Earth, stuff that normally should never see the Earth's surface. But today, it sits atop a Bulgarian mountain and is admired by tourists. How can that be? Does anyone understand this?
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Now you might say rock from great depths. So what? Rock is rock, it's lying around everywhere. That's true actually, but the real kicker is the combination of where this rock is located and when it appeared.
Because the Rhodopes are located far away from the subduction zone of that time. To explain, a subduction zone is the place where one tectonic plate dives beneath another. So if Greater Adria sank beneath Europe, it happened at a very specific location. The Rhodopes, however, lie far away from that spot. At first glance, this makes no sense. Furthermore, geochemical data show that this rock rose to the surface around 40 to 45 million years ago. That is many millions of years after Greater Adria had long since subducted. So how did the rock of a subducted continent end up on the surface millions of years later, far away from the spot where it once subducted? Using computer models, the researchers have developed a wild hypothesis. A piece of the subducted plate could have broken away from the main plate deep within the Earth's mantle. It simply broke off like a piece of chocolate, only at a depth of 100 kilometers, and this broken off piece had buoyancy. Continental crust is lighter than the surrounding Earth's mantle, much like a piece of wood and water. And so, over millions of years, the piece fought its way vertically through the overlying European crust. Geologists call this process vertical extrusion. Thorsten Nagel describes it this way. Under certain conditions, large sections of the crust can be subducted into the mantle, break off from the plate, and then rise through the lithosphere of the overlying plate, despite considerable tectonic resistance.
Hey guys, quick request. YouTube is currently being flooded with hastily thrown together AI content, so-called AI slop. This isn't meant as general AI bashing, but it does make it harder for human creators to stay visible. This video here is not AI slop. It was researched, written, and produced by hand by several people who make their living from this. An editor, a video editor, a marketer, and myself. If content like this matters to you, your subscription helps us tremendously. Every subscription to the channel ensures that we can continue to put time and energy into real, carefully crafted videos. Thank you so much, everyone. And now, let's continue. Ça ressemble à l'idée d'appuyer un bouchon sous l'eau, puis de le relâcher, sauf qu'ici, le bouchon devrait traverser un mur en béton et y parvient quand même.
The force of the uplift was simply great enough to push the overlying crust apart. Imagine pushing against a wooden plank from below until it eventually gives way. It's exactly the same, only on a continental scale, and the result of this gigantic geological feat stands today as a mountain range in Bulgaria and is popular with hikers. But there is another clue that rounds out the whole picture, for not only is the rock itself unusual, but the lithosphere beneath the rhodops, that is the Earth's solid outer shell, is thicker at this point than one would normally expect. Thorsten Nagel puts it this way: this is further evidence that large quantities of material rose from the depths and penetrated the overlying European crust. In short, where two parts of the crust collided, the crust is now twice as thick as usual. The rhodops are, so to speak, the result of a tectonic collision that took place from below. Instead of two plates colliding horizontally, we have here a plate that has passed vertically through another. A prime example of vertical extrusion. And by the way, it is the first well-documented case worldwide in which a piece of a sunken continent has resurfaced in this way.
And it's located in Europe, in Bulgaria. I think it's kind of nice that, geologically speaking, Europe is still full of such surprises.
And it shows that the subsurface is far less well understood than we think. The Balkans in particular are a tectonic mosaic of overlapping plates, sunken continents, and rocks that really shouldn't be where they are now. Research in such regions is complex because many countries are involved, each with its own geological datasets and maps. Greater Adria itself was not fully mapped until 2019. A continent larger than Greenland that was completely overlooked for a long time, and this despite the fact that it lies right on our doorstep, that actually says it all about how little we know about the depths of our own planet. We scan distant galaxies, we photograph black holes, and yet right beneath southern Europe there are entire continents that we've only known about for a few years. And who knows what else lies dormant beneath our feet and what else is waiting to be discovered by us.
I will keep you updated on all further geological discoveries. So please feel free to subscribe to the channel now, and don't forget to give a thumbs up so we can reach 5,000 likes. And now, let's switch planets. During the Cold War, the Soviets attempted something insane.
They sent probes to Venus, a planet with an atmospheric pressure that would crush you like a tin can and temperatures that melt lead. No joke, some of these probes actually survived, at least for a short time, and provided us with the only original footage of the surface of Venus to date, including audio. I'll show you everything that happened during these daring missions and what the Soviets really saw there in the next video up on the right. As always, you'll find another video about science and space down on the right. Otherwise, I'd say see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.